We please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Three 3.02 Public comments on agenda items. Seeing none. 3.03 Communications and announcements from Board of Education. Mr. Lumia.
First of all, I want to congratulate all the RCK students who participated in the Halloween concert. The performances were exceptional. Thanks to the music teachers and Stephanie Yu Corbett, who was the piano accompanist for the chorus. Also, congratulations to 29 RCK students who were inducted into the Trimu Music Honor Society. They were incredible. Their performance prior to it, they were exceptional. And last but not least, I'd like to congratulate Ms. Alberta Pedro. Let's give her a round of applause for being recognized by the Mid-Hudson School Study Council for exceptional work. Thank you for all your work, Alberta.
Ms. Kellen.
I had the opportunity to go to the New York State Law Conference, which has updated us on law issues related to the schools, and also to the New York State Convention with Ms. Johnson and Mrs. Miggets. We got a lot of wonderful information, and the workshops were truly inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Odoms?
Just want to congratulate the students that were inducted to the Tri-M, and also Trustee Lumia. He spoke very eloquently on your behalf and on behalf of the trustee board.
Nice.
Yes. And also congratulations. I understand some students, seniors, are receiving their acceptance letters into college or their next career path. So congratulations to them also. Thank you.
I wanted to say that Dr. Bunk wanted to sing one of my songs, but I declined.
I wanted to thank Mr. Lumia. I was planning on getting to him in the end.
I'd like to thank you for not singing that.
Did anybody else? Okay, so I'll go first, and then Vice President Miggets is after me. So we have a long list of acclimates tonight. First off, the Wappinger Central School District boys volleyball is in the first round of playoffs tomorrow at Royce C. Ketchum against New Rochelle at 5 o'clock. Wednesday, our John Jay boys Section 1 AAA champions soccer team will be playing at FDR at 4 o'clock on Wednesday. The team is being determined as we speak. Thursday, our John Jay girls volleyball semifinal section at John Jay at 5 o'clock versus Clarkstown. Friday, John Jay. See, I wrote it all down, Dwight, so I didn't miss it. No, okay.
Unlike me in the last meeting.
Friday, John Jay football semifinal versus Scarsdale at 7 p.m. We are undefeated, I believe. Is that not correct, Miss Winter? I thought so. Saturday, we have cross-country sectional. Both Royce C. Ketchum and John Jay will be competing boys and girls at Bowdoin Park. That is in the morning, I believe, 11:30 and 2:30. I can get the times for you. Our Sunday, John Jay cheerleading will be competing in states as they tied Ursula and are the co-Section 1 champions. This is the second year in a row that these girls and Dylan have made states. All sports made section, but these are all sports made sections this year, but these are the teams that are still in it. Congratulations to our 13 all-league athletes, Megan Call, Cassidy Sorencio, Alyssa Carey, Lizzie Kershaw, Evelyn Matthews, Emma Dubenspec, Madison Kirk, Sam Orsidi, Stephanie Sampson, Alina Burney, Lucy Tenney, Gianna Aversino, Stephanie Shocker. The Wappinger Falls Rotary Club met 2 weeks ago for our Student of the Month, and Royce Ketchum's Miranda Hernandez, Wappingers Jr., Angid Seco, Evans Chase Mescola, Myers Roman Marinac, Chief Road Sonoma Harrison were honored as Students of the Month for those. Since the last meeting, I had the privilege to attend the NYSBA convention with Vice President Miggets and Trustee Kelling, along with Dr. Bonk. And we had the opportunity to attend many different breakout sessions. However, we all attended what I think, and I will assume that my three colleagues will confer, was the best presentation of all of them the entire time, presented by our very own Wappinger Central, Tara Kohler, and John Salmon on project-based learning. I had the opportunity to get to know many people from all over New York State. And I also attended a session by Massapequa on their Challenger program, which is something like our Unified Buddies for the basketball. But they've expanded it extremely they have track and field, cheerleading, soccer, and several other different things besides just basketball and bowling. They've been expanding it for years, and I have to say what they shared was absolutely amazing. Also, I attended a session on district goals, board officer training, and of course, my favorite, zero emission regulations. The closing speaker, Steve Hartman, who does On the Road segments on CBS. Yes, some of those stories he spoke on regarding the whole purpose of kindness, and it did make me cry. This past weekend, John Jay had their car show, which they had some of the nicest cars. They had really, really old ones back in the 20s and 30s. It was phenomenal to see all of those. And that is my report. Miss Miggets.
Yes, I also learned quite a bit at the NYSBA conference and the board officers training. One of the sessions that I attended, which is probably one of the best that I have ever attended, was one on special topics in special education. And I've updated Dr. Wilson on some of the topics that were covered at that session. I also want to highlight the other keynote speaker. These are probably the two best keynote speakers at any conference I've ever attended. Tim Shriver spoke on the dignity scale and just blew it out of the park. It was an amazing presentation. And I also want to thank the Dutchess County Cruisers who were in attendance participating at the John Jay Car Show on Sunday, who made a substantial donation to our John Jay Winter Circle project team.
Anybody else? No? Okay, we get to hear from my three favorite people on the board right now. No, you're not. I said my favorite. So I'm going to start out with Miss Emma.
Okay, so as you guys talked about, we had the car show on the 25th and the trunk or treat. It was like really fun and like amazing time. I saw all the cars and the kids walking around, and it was just really great to see. Our boys volleyball and cross country do have sectionals coming up, and although soccer, field hockey, and girls volleyball did lose their games, we are very proud of how everyone played, and we're ready to begin winter sports.
Yes, they did amazing. Ash?
So mine is a bit lengthy. First off, after securing a grant for environmental studies, our science teacher put these funds into the establishment of a greenhouse, which has now been fully built. With Orchard View being a Title I school, all of our seniors have been provided 5 free SUNY college applications, which is nice. They're all being filled out currently. The technology department installed 4 new cameras on the exterior of the building to better ensure our student safety and security, which is great. The other thing is that our cafeteria is still waiting on condiments to be refilled after the ones provided by food services were found to be expired, but we're aware that's a work in progress. Lastly, in other news, thank you to Mr. Lokina and Ms. Dainty for being so responsive in regards to our food service complications.
Thank you. Ms. Winter, what do you have?
Hello, everyone. I just want to say, again, it's an absolute honor to be here. Regarding the situation with food service at Orchard View, I know that all Orchard View's food comes direct from John Jay, and I know that John Jay is not only notorious for not following the menu as displayed on the district website, but also has extra hot options, which very well could be going to Orchard View. I know, again, this is a work in progress and that every effort possible is being taken to resolve this issue. For other news, our undefeated football team, let me say that again, undefeated. We're going to the semifinals against Scarsdale, I believe, next Wednesday. It is going to be absolutely excellent. Please show up if you can. You know, these people, these athletes have worked so incredibly hard, and a lot of them are receiving offers for some of the top schools in the nation for football. So I think that is an absolutely excellent achievement and speaks to just how good our athletics program is and just how excellent the work ethic of our students is to be able to achieve it and go this far. Again, in the summer, they did like 8-9 hour days. And I think that's commitment that definitely needs recognizing. On other news, I know that the board president brought up the John J. Carr show. I'm again really happy to announce that our Winter Circle project did get the opportunity to go to the BMW warehouse where they discovered multiple different things. They discovered how BMW engineers, and I believe they got to sit down with one of their head engineers, which, you know, this is absolutely excellent, paving the way for students, absolutely no matter whether they're going to college or trade school, paving the way for them to do absolutely whatever it is with their lives and do it to the best of their ability. College applications are still going on. We also have 5 free applications to SUNY schools, given that it is SUNY, I think, Free SUNY Week. They're still going on, and our guidance staff are taking absolutely every effort possible to make sure that our students are ready and willing to go to college and go to college well and with the lessons that Wappinger Central School District has taught them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And just so you know, when we were down in New York City at our conference, we were watching the John Jay game 2 weeks ago live on my tiny little phone on Local Live. And when it went into overtime, I believe 5 rooms down knew the score from the screams that maybe your board president was yelling through the whole thing. But we were very, very proud of you guys. Dr. Bonk, what do you got for us today?
Thank you, President Johnson, members of the Board of Education, and members of the Wappinger Central School District learning community. Again, this evening, we provide accolades to all of those who have achieved tremendous success. We talked about athletics, music and the fine arts, scholarship, academics. A reminder, I'm looking forward to seeing Mask and Mime. I see Principal Sipe out there with a big smile. He knows what I'm going to say. Mask and Mime's presentations, their drama presentations, Friday night at 7:30, Saturday night 7:30, Sunday at 2 o'clock. I think I have that right, and I didn't even have to write it down. Is it 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock. Friday, Saturday, 7. I should have wrote it down. Sunday, 2 o'clock. All right, fantastic. I also want to take an opportunity to continue to congratulate members of our staff. For those of you who don't know, this is National School Psychologist Week. And I believe that every day and every week should be National School Psychologist Week. We are truly blessed to have such fine professionals working with our students in our buildings. It is a commitment that we have made to our community over the years by hiring 15 mental health professionals over the last 4 years to help work with our students as they have returned from the dreadful remote learning and the COVID pandemic. And needless to say, we are well on our way to making a positive difference. And we could not have done it without our school psychologists. So if we could give them a round of applause, please. In the area of school counseling, we are very, very pleased to announce that our college and career counselor, yes, we do have college and career counselors, because we do know that not all students are going on to college. Some of them will be going into a career that may require a specific trade or skill. One of our college and career counselors, Miss Kayla Basha, from Royce C. Ketchum High School, was recognized as the Dutchess County School Counselor of the Year. Can we give Kayla a round of applause? Principal Sipe, I see you out there. Please thank Kayla. And this, again, is a commitment that we have made over the last 3 years by hiring 2 college and career counselors. And I am most honored this evening to recognize someone who has deserved recognition for many years. And that happens to be the young lady who is sitting in the desk facing me with the computer, our district clerk and phenomenal assistant to the superintendent, Miss Alberta Pedro. We are going to do a reenactment of what transpired at the Mid-Hudson School Studies Council annual awards event in Goshen that was attended by a few hundred people, where individuals were recognized by the Mid-Hudson School Studies Council, which comprises Dutchess, Putnam, Westchester, Ulster, Orange, and Sullivan counties. And Miss Pedro was one of those individuals. So I would like to take a moment to speak on behalf of Miss Pedro. And I am, and we are delighted to announce that Alberta Pedro, Wappinger Central School District clerk and phenomenal assistant to the superintendent, was honored with the Award for Excellence by the Mid-Hudson School Studies Council in the Support Staff Services category. If you are a member of the Wappinger Central School community, Alberta's work has most likely benefited you in one form or another, as she continues to play a key role in keeping the district running smoothly. Alberta supports the superintendent's office with all that it entails in one of the largest school districts in New York State, with over 10,500 students, 15 school buildings, and over 2,000 employees. In addition to that, as district clerk, she handles a wide range of actions related to the Board of Education, meeting minutes, agendas, and a variety of coordinating activities. She is also in charge of handling the annual budget vote, answering voter questions, managing absentee ballots, making sure the proper procedures are followed throughout the process. And despite this workload, Alberta continues to be a calm and steady presence in the central office. She's an attentive listener, an excellent communicator, and a kind and welcoming person. I can say, and I know she's not going to be happy that I say this, but I mean this, that I am honored to work with her, because if it weren't for her, I would not be able to regularly complete the daily duties and responsibilities that I have as a superintendent of schools. They often say the strength of a team are those individuals that work behind the scenes. And let me tell you, Alberta excels behind the scenes. We're very fortunate to have an individual who shows such strength, determination, persistence, while working collaboratively with our faculty, staff, students, families, and the community. Alberta, I would like you to come up so I can give you this medallion as well as this certificate in honor of your phenomenal service. Please come up. Be very careful with this. Make sure I don't get your
No,
snack.
no bun
today. Yeah, no bun. We did no bun. The other night I hooked it on the bun. Very proud of you, Alberta. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Darren.
I think the superintendent forgot to say, without Alberta, this district could not function.
I would
You're
like to say,
absolutely right,
Tell you
John.
that other districts in Dutchess County envy us having Alberta.
and although she is the person behind the superintendent, this board could not function without Ms. Pedro. She is by far the best.
Thank you again, Ms. Pedro, and congratulations. And that concludes my report for the evening.
Thank you. 5.01 consent agenda. Does anybody have anything they wish to pull from the consent agenda this evening? Seeing none?
Resolved that the Board of Education does hereby approve the following consent agenda items as stated: 5.02, 5.03, 5.04, 5.05, 5.06, 5.07, 5.08, 5.09, 5.10, 5.11, 5.12, 5.13, 5.14, and 5.15.
Do I have a motion? Ms. Kellen, second. Mr. Lumia. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. 6.01, approval to attend the annual regional dinner.
Resolved that the Board of Education does hereby approve the following additional board members to attend the 48th Annual Regional Dinner for Board Members and Superintendents, the Uniquely Human Advantage, Preparing Today's Students for Success in the Age of AI, on Thursday, November 13th, 2025, at Tilly Foster Farm in Brewster, New York, at a cost of $80 per person and any reimbursement for mileage travel per board policy. Corinne Mondesando, Keith Odoms.
Do I have a motion? Mr. Morgan, second. Ms. Kellen. Any discussion? No? All those in favor? Unanimous. 6.02, approval of correction action plan for external audit.
Whereas the Board of Education, having approved the external audit report as presented at the October 6th, 2025 board meeting, and whereas the Board of Education has also received the corrective action plan, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Education does hereby approve the corrective action plan as recommended by the board's audit committee and the superintendent of schools.
Motion, Mr. McFarland, second. Mr. Lumia, any questions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous. 6.03, first reading of policies. These are a silent reading. I encourage anybody that has any questions regarding the policies up to please contact Ms. Kellen, our chairperson for policy. 7.01, board members may request additional agenda items. Does anybody have anything? Seeing none. 8.01, comments from the public. Seeing none. 9.01, motion to adjourn meeting.
Resolved that the Board of Education does hereby adjourn the November 3rd, 2025 Board of Education meeting. The time is 8:06.
Do I have a motion? Mr. Capilari, second. Ms. Mondesando, all in favor? Unanimous? Thank you, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.